Oh yeah, one more. Oh yeah, water wheel there, medium, but the evidence of magnetism shows how much magnetism's in the bar. Yeah, okay. And we'll go over and get a north and a south pole on them. Them cleaned up real good. Okay. Come along. And we'll fix this magneto right here. Got this up there at Tri-State. Randy sold me this. It's an EK magneto. And the only thing I've done is remove the screws right there on them covers. It didn't have no front cover on it. You could see what you was getting, but might as well, first in, first out, I guess, or first in, first on the workbench. But just looking at it, it's pretty good. And the reason, I think the reason it was available is it didn't have no magnets in there. Half the magnets is missing. So I got it at a reasonable price. And we'll take it apart and put some magnets in it. A little bit of PV blaster on them screws right there. You don't need much. You know, we get her all apart. Well, yeah, I'll show you something. Before we get too far along. I had some of these magnets saved out of some old magnetos that were just totally destroyed, and they're rusted. But there's nothing wrong with them once you get they have magnetism in them, and they have a north and a south. And this is two of those that we just run on that wire brush over there, and they seem to attract each other. So I think that's a good thing. And they want to oppose themselves in this direction. So, we're going to put these, we're going to put them four right in here. Two of them missing. That's the way it normally looked. Okay, right there's the condenser. Y'all see that old condenser in there? That's the original one right there. Well, that's original right there. Ain't much good. No need to keep that. Now there's a gasket goes right in here. Right there it is. Goes across yonder. It looks like this. But when you put that back together, you put that gasket in there. And you clean all this and off right there too. So we'll replace that. And that's your guide pin right there. That's the way that works right there. Well, that's surprisingly, it has a little play, but I think once we get that washed up, we'll be all right there. Then we'll put a new bolt there and there. But first, we have to get these magnets in here. And right in here, there's a little jumper crossover spring connector deal right there. And we'll put a gasket in there at the bottom too. Be easy with getting that right there off right there. You don't want to break one of them little things off in there. It has them little skinny ears in it. Oh yeah, we'll solder us some wires across there. We get them magnets in there too. We'll clean that up a little bit and then carry on. And the way to know which way to put these in there, they're paired up to where they hold together, so I assume that the magnetism is correct. Put this down. Okay, when you put the compass down yonder, you see that I don't know which is north and south. You know what I mean? Is it white or black? You know, regardless, the white hand on the compass goes to this end right here, and if you bring that out, come over here, this is the black end. So it's north and south somehow. Okay. That'd be the north end right there. That's south, you know, going by this compass thing right here, line it up like that right there. So, to make it easy, this end right here attracts that white end of that needle. So if you bring this over here that's got some magnets in it, and you put this up beside of it, the white end of that is attracted to right there. And if you come over here and you bring it down like this right here, it's the other one. So there's that. So it's got the two spreader bars down in yonder for the two top pieces. Oh yeah, boys, looked out. That would go down in there. Sometimes them closes up and you can't get them down in there. So we'll do the same thing with the other two. I'm going to take them out of range of that magnetism. Okay. Very good. Okay. We need to get a wedge in the center right there. So that'll open it up enough to... this right here, that's them little wedges I took out of a magneto some years back and kept them. I believe they're hard steel, I'm not sure. But I think it's enough down here. Yeah, it's not something you want to be losing because there's not a big supply of them. I think you're supposed to have something like an 8, maybe, on that ohms right there. You know, from one side to the other. Oh, we ain't got nothing. Well, we got one side's good. Oh, yeah, we don't have nothing on this. It's a bad coil over here. The spring connects them together across through there. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah. Okay, now if we check this one coil on its own, probe that outlet and probe this up here, we got a 3.98. Okay, if we come on this other side over here, .385. So that's pretty close. The problem was that little thing right there, the corrosion on it wasn't making right there. It was not making contact. So I'll put a new one of them on there. A spring from a flip top ink pencil and a spring out of a cigarette lighter. And what we ended up with, after we cleaned up them probes right there, we put the meter on here, probing this spark plug outlet on this side, and the thing coming out the side right there, we got a 385. Okay, coming over here, probing the spark plug outlet, ground, and that pointer there, we got a 398. Proves that the coils are good, just with the meter there. Ohms resistance. So what I need to do is bridge that gap, and this spring that was in there, it's a little brass spring, but it's all corroded up. So I'm going to use this cigarette lighter spring where the flint is, right there on that little peg, and then I'm going to put this one on top of it. Okay, and I'm going to maneuver both of them around to where I can get them onto the other peg. The one on top, I feel, is more protection for the little one. Now, let's check the ohms resistance of the combined coils. 8. Somewhere around 8 ohms, I think, proves to be good. We'll cancel them out. Now on this test, you just test from spark plug to spark plug. We got a 782. Oh, we'll be real good on that. Now the primary should be infinity. And it is. It's hard to measure that little wire. As long as you got something that goes to that way, it works. We'll put us we'll replace these wires right here. We'll use that one right there. Be good as any. Okay, we'll put that right there. And we'll need a couple up here. Might as well use that.